Narrated by Riz Ahmed. The little llama snuggled deep in his bed, his red pajama all about him like a hug. He was safe and warm, loved and small. But something made him feel uneasy, something he couldn't quite name. A restlessness roamed around his heart, and Mama wasn't here to calm it down. She was out for the night with friends, dancing and laughing and being free. And Papa was no good at soothing fears. No, Mama was his person. She always knew just what to do. He sat up in his bed and started to cry. Where was Mama? When would she come home? Would she bring back some wild animal, a jaguar or a fox, and then they would eat him up? Maybe an anaconda, or perhaps a big hairy spider? The thought of any of those things made him want to hide under his blanket forever. But what was that sound? Was it a jaguar, a fox, an anaconda, a spider? No, it was just the wind. But the wind made him think of all the other scary things that could be out there in the dark. So many scary things. And still, the little llama cried out for Mama, but no one came. So he climbed out of bed. He had to get himself dressed, had to find her. He slipped on his shoes, but they were too big. He struggled to tie his sandals, but they were too hard to tie. He found a sweater, but it had too many buttons. Everything seemed too hard. He wanted to go to Mama, but how could he go to Mama if he couldn't get his clothes on? He slid down the banister, sobbing, until he reached the bottom. It was so hard to stop shaking, but he had to stop shaking if he wanted to find his Mama. In the kitchen, he opened the refrigerator. Nothing smelled as good as Mama's milk. But the food inside the refrigerator didn't taste as good as Mama's milk. Nothing ever would. He missed the way she hummed while she fed him. He missed the way she scratched behind his ears. He missed her warm, sweet face. What if he never saw her again? What if the wild animals ate her up? What if she never came back? He looked at the moon. Was she looking at him? Maybe she was thinking of him. Maybe she'd come home soon. He wished he could fly up to her, curl up on her face, and drink her sweet, sweet milk. He pushed his chair away from the table and went to the window. He had to see if she was coming home. Every time the little llama saw a shape in the darkness, he hoped it was her, but it never was. Every time a car passed by, he jumped. Then he would laugh at himself for being such a baby. He was almost too scared to look out the window. What if seeing her wasn't enough? What if he had to touch her to know that she was really home? But Mama always came home. How could he stop worrying? He took a deep breath. In 2, 3, 4, he watched the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He counted the cars that passed by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then he heard it. A familiar sound, a gentle chugging. His heart leaped. Mama was home. He ran to the door and threw it open. There she was, glowing in the twilight. Her hair shone like spun gold. Her eyes twinkled like stars. Her smile was the brightest thing he'd ever seen. She scooped him up and hugged him tight. "Oh, Mama," he cried, burying his face in her neck. "Why did you stay out so long?" she asked, kissing his forehead. "You were with your friends. Did you dance and laugh?" "Yes, I danced and laughed. We had such a good time, but I missed you." "Mama," he whispered, rubbing his face against her arm. "Me too," she said. "Too." She carried him inside, past the couch, past the rug, past the potted plant, past the wardrobe, into his room. She tucked him back into bed. His red pajamas smelled like safety and lavender. "Rest now, my love. I'm here." And as he snuggled close to her, listening to the rhythm of her breathing, he felt all the scary thoughts melt away. He was safe and warm, loved and small, and as he drifted off to sleep, he knew that even when Mama wasn't there, she would always come back. Hey kiddos, this has been Llama Llama, Red Pajama.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Click the link in the description below to learn more about our channel and all the wonderful stories we have waiting for you. Until next time, happy reading.